Hey YouTubers, welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet of MLB Road to the Show with Theo Bonds on MLB 13 The Show. This is episode 48 and we are getting ready to go on our 7-game road trip here. Going to DC for 3 games and then going to Pittsburgh for 4, and then we come back to St. Louis to play against the Texas Rangers. But before we get ahead of ourselves, as you see there, we won the series against the Brewers 3 games to 1, and 2 games to 1. And then with Chicago, we won 3 games to 1 against them at home. So we're done with our 7-game homestand. Now we're going to go on the road for 7 games. Like I said, there you see our first game against the Washington Nationals. There you see Dan Heron as the pitcher, and of course Adam Wainwright, our pitcher for the Redbirds for this first game of 3 against the Nationals. So this will be Theo's actually first time at the Nationals ballpark, and then you see the last 10 games of the season. But before we get on the field, you guys, we're going to go upstairs in the booth with the guys of MLB The Show to listen to them when they talk about Theo Bonds and his success so far in the major leagues.
I'm Matt Vasgersian here on the MLB pregame show. As we draw closer to the first pitch in this series opener, let's have a look at our top player spotlight. Theo Bonds is our focus, and when you draw up what the ideal baseball player would look like, you have to figure he'd look a little bit like this guy. He just continues to excel beyond expectations for such a young player.
Well, I was able to sit down with his manager before the game, and he said that it's not just what he does on the field. He's also a tremendous clubhouse presence for a guy with relatively so little experience. He's really starting to gain the respect of his teammates and the organization as a whole. I think if he keeps this up, he has a great chance to have a long and successful major league career.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on the show coming up next.
Okay, so, they're talking good news for Theo. He hasn't did so well, as you see in his last 10 at-bats. He's only had 1 home run and 6 RBIs. So not doing as well as he wants to do, or the manager wants him to do, or maybe even the club and his teammates want him to do. But he is a good, apparently he's a good team leader in the clubhouse. There you see the lineup for this game. Like I said, this will be his first time playing in this ballpark against the Nationals here in DC. And so let's see what happens in this matchup here. You see Adam Wainwright going against Dan Heron, who is 2 for 4 for the season. Adam Wainwright is 7-1. So let's go ahead and get to the top of the first. 2 outs, nobody on board, and then you see Bonds swings at that one and gets right past the shortstop right there. So this is better looking than the last episode where he kept hitting towards the infielders and couldn't find really a hole in their defense against the other team's defense at all. So you see here in the replay, Bonds hits that one right between the third baseman and shortstop to get that base hit. So we'll see what the guy behind him, which is Matt Holliday, see what he can do to drive in Bonds and at a bat. So there you see 3-1 is the score at the top of the third, and then you see bases are first and second, and then you see a ground out by Bonds there, unable to move any to advance any runners in scoring position. But we go to the top of the 7th here. Bases are empty, 2 outs, 4-2 is the score, and there you see Bonds jacks that one right out of the park. His first home run in Nationals ballpark here, 22nd home run of the season. And there you see they're thinking, man, this guy's been on a cold streak. There's no way there's no way he'll get this ball. But he does, and hits that one right over to right center field right there. So his first home run in this ballpark here in Nationals ballpark. And there you see Bonds now finally happy, and hopefully this will be a start of something good. There you see the replay, and just gets all over that ball, takes a cover off of it, and hits it deep right center there. And a souvenir for the lucky Nationals fan out there. So we go top of the 9th here, 2 outs, runners on first there, and there you see he tries to run this one out, and does he? Yes, he does. But wait a minute, he overruns the bag and gets called out. I think my finger got stuck on the button, and yeah. So there you see the Nationals win this game with a final score of 6-3. Yeah, it was my fault on that one, not Theo's at all. But there you see 6-3, 10 hits for the Nationals and only 12 for the Cardinals. There you see an error apiece for both teams. There you see Bonds 3 for 5, home run, RBI, and a run for the game. So we go ahead and go to game 2 of this 3-game series, and Bonds comes in. He gets somewhat of a day off. He comes in at the top of the 8th with two outs and a runner on board at first. We'll see what he can do with a score of 7-2. So he's going to be in a pitch hit situation, which we've seen him do this early in this season. We've seen him do this until he became the everyday starter. But of course, he is a human being. He can't work every day of the week. So, like I said, 2 outs, runner on second, and then you see a pop, and this one could be a pop short towards the right fielder, who gets it and snags it right there to get the out. So Bonds unable to do anything, but they do win the game. Final score 7-4. You see Mike Matheny still upset with his player, and of course, he is a young guy. He's going to turn around eventually, and he'll be on a hot streak, and nobody will be able to stop him. So now we'll go ahead, and you see 45-23 for the season so far at this point. 37-31 for the Nationals here in their ballpark. And we'll go ahead and get to the first at bat in this game 3. There you see a nice base hit right there. This one's going back to the wall, and Bonds is going to go for 2. Can he get there safely? And he does not. He is out. He shouldn't have hesitated right there, and hopefully that will not. Hopefully he won't get in trouble by the manager for making that hesitation. Of course, he will. But top of the third here, bases empty, 2-0 is the score. We're up by 2, and there you see ground out there for Bonds, and Bonds again getting ground out real quickly at the plate. So runners on the scoring position in the corners here. We got a strikeout there, a drop third pitch right there, and Bonds gets struck out right there. So we definitely have to watch out for his strikeouts, because he cannot strike out no more than, I believe, 16 times, which is his goal for the next week and a half. And there you see that strikeout right there. So 4-4 tie ball game, top of the 7th here. Bonds rips that one right past the third baseman and gets a nice goes try things about it for a double, but this time size now I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to stay here at first. So he stays at first, and hopefully he can get driven in with the next batter behind him. So we'll see the replay here. Rips this one right down the line. There you see beautiful hit, and third baseman unable to get there. Reaction time very poorly in that with that play, and Bonds able to get at first. So there you see, and we go ahead and simulate, and there you see we've seen a home run that I believe Matt Holliday got. But then we come back to Bonds' next at bat here in the at the top of the 9th there, and you see he gets a double, and I believe he also scored in a run that time. So now we go to extra innings here, the 10th inning to tie 7-7. This one's popped up straight up, and this one is going to be an easy out for the shortstop out there, who gets it there in shallow left field, and Bonds is out on that at bat and is unable to move the runner and get to break this tie up so they can end this game. And you see in the replay, Bonds pops that one up to the shortstop, who has to come in into shallow right field or left field there to get the catch. So 8-7, we're up by a run. Runner on first, 1 out, and an 0-2 pitch right here, and Bonds goes swinging for a slider outside the zone. Yeah, you gotta. Coaches are probably gonna have to talk to him about that. But we win the game. 9-7, and Bonds there you see got a double, 3 for 7 for the day. Of course, John Jay doing an excellent job this year. 5 for 7, a home run, 4 RBIs, and a double and a run for him. And then you see 20 hits for the Redbirds right there towards the Nationals 13. So there you see we are done with the Nationals, and we're getting ready to go to Pittsburgh. So this will be his first time in Pittsburgh this season. And there you see I believe we're about well, I can't really see how many games we are. I believe it's 3.5. Excuse me, no, 9.5. Excuse me. Whoa, that's way off. We're 9.5 ahead of Milwaukee. But you never know. There's still the first half. There's still plenty of baseball to go. Anything can happen. Also, too, guys, the next couple episodes, I'll let you guys know where he is in All-Star voting. Last time I checked, he was going to be the starter, the starting first baseman for the National League. And also, too, I'll keep you guys up to date in where he is in the award for the Roy, a.k.a. the Rookie of the Year. We'll see if he can stay his head above water. Also, we'll see if he can do a lot better job, especially going to a new ballpark that he's never been to. And hopefully, he'll be able to show what he can do on the field. So, you guys come on back for another episode here of MLB Road to the Show with Theo Bonds here on ESGNet. As always, guys, keep yourselves healthy. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and now on Tumblr. And that is it for this episode. As always, guys, keep yourselves healthy, and I'll see you guys next time.